Yes, I know. I haven't been on here for a while. It's been about 8 months since the last time I shared a video, and I'm going to explain why. Hi, my beautiful friends. Welcome back to my channel. I know I've been gone for a bit, but thank you so much for still being here and still being a part of my journey. This is going to be a very raw, unscripted video, so please hang tight. It might not be as organized as I would like it, but I just decided I need to do this video and get something out there and update everyone on what's been happening with me. First off, I have been living the medical medium lifestyle for 5 years. It's been 5 years this year, and I am just like so shocked at how much time has gone by. It's been an incredible journey. It has lots and lots of challenges. It's not easy, but it's so rewarding. And that is why I even started this whole channel, was because I wanted to share a very genuine, transparent journey of what it's like to be on the medical medium lifestyle, with all its ups and downs, with all its challenges, and share it with all of you so that you can have an idea of what the journey's like and not feel alone when you hit your challenges, and know, hey, some of these things or most of these things are just a part of the journey. And again, I am no expert. I am not any smarter than any of you. We all have the same resources, the books, the blog posts, the podcasts. So anyone can be an expert of their healing. Just got to take some time to get in there, read the information, sometimes 2-3 times. I know I always learn something new when I go back over it. So go back and review things, because there's something always new that I'm learning. And I think you will learn new things as well. So this year, not much has changed or progressed in my healing. It's kind of the same. Like, there wasn't any big things that I healed, but which is a good thing. At least I didn't regress. And the same things that I'm dealing with, I think, are just things that are just going to take some time. One of them being my inflamed and sensitive nerves. That one, it's just going to take a while. The nerves do take a while to heal. I do know that. And mine are still sensitive. So I still get motion sickness. I still deal with neck pain and jaw pain. I still deal with a little bit of anxiety in certain situations, not anything like before. I'm still sensitive to the sun. They cause my nerves to inflame and cause them to be sensitive. So if I'm in the sun too long, I do still get a headache, or I start to feel lightheaded. But I mean, let's just back up and remember where it came from, because 5 years ago, my nerves were so sensitive that being in the sun for even 2 to 3 minutes would cause me to have a headache, would cause me to feel so lightheaded, and I just couldn't be in the sun for any longer than that. I mean, even just the sun from the car, like when you're the car window, just shining in like that would just bother me. So I always have to try to hide from the sun if I was in the car. But yeah, now I can be in the sun for a good, maybe about half an hour, depending on how hot the sun is. If it's cooler and it's just like nice and warm, I can be in the sun for about an hour or so. So it all depends. So that's one thing that I'm still dealing with. I'm still dealing with the liver healing. That takes about 9 years. I'm about halfway through, I think. And so right now with the liver issues, I'm still dealing with bloating, body swelling, and weight gain. Those are the three things directly from the liver as it's dumping out all this stuff. My lymphatic system isn't as clear or working properly, so it's getting clogged up, and that's what's causing the extra swelling or holding on to water weight or holding on to the extra pounds. And it was a big struggle for me. I was very bothered by it, not because of how the size I am. I don't want it to be about like, hey, you can't be a certain size. It's nothing about what size you are. For me, it's about being uncomfortable. I'm not comfortable because I'm dealing with so much swelling. Like my face gets so swollen at times that it looks so different, and you can tell, and it goes up and down. Even with my weight, it just keeps on fluctuating. I am fluctuating anywhere between 10 to 20 pounds over my normal weight. And it has nothing to do with, I'm not really eating differently. I'm not, I tried changing my diet, taking out all overt fats, and then staying really low. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you can see a big difference and sometimes you can't. So I just try to keep my fats really low, because right now, any amount of fat really, really makes me get really swollen, and it makes the weight just stay on. So I have to be really careful with fat. And it was the same when I was first starting this whole healing journey. I could not have any fat because I would have this pain in the side of my torso, and that really bothered me. So I couldn't even have just an ounce of fat, any kind of nut or anything. So I'm not that sensitive, but it does cause me to swell, and it does cause me to have bloating. And so I just try to keep that out as much as possible. But another cause to that whole challenge of weight is a lot of adrenaline. I'm sure all of you are dealing with a whole flooding of adrenaline that was let out, because we are dealing with times that are not normal. This is, we're in the middle of a pandemic, our first in some of our lifetime, and we've never encountered something like this where everything is shut down and our whole normal has changed. So that has caused a lot of adrenaline to be released, and my body is not functioning at its best. So it's having a hard time to flush out all that adrenaline. Some people whose body, the liver and the lymphatic system are working properly don't have that issue, and you won't see anything happen to you. But for someone like me, it's taking some time to get out of my body, and it's causing some weight gain. And so I have come to terms to just accept this change and know that it's just part of my journey. And that's why I'm being raw with all of you, because it is uncomfortable. My stomach can bloat like 2 to 3 inches bigger than it, and then it would just shrink back down. So I'm talking about significant like fluctuations. It's not like, oh, I'm just a little bit. No, it's where it's really uncomfortable. So please know, this has nothing to do with about body shaming or being the wrong size or anything like that. It's more for comfort and not being so uncomfortable, and it's not painful. It's just really uncomfortable. And that's all I can say. Like where you can feel like your skin is stretching. That's what it feels like for me. And so I do know that it will pass, just like everything else. And I just wanted to be real and share it all with you. So that is the other thing that I'm dealing with. And then I think that was it as far as like what I'm dealing with. I did kind of get stuck with my meals. I don't know why I've been going, not right now, but prior to this, I was dealing with a time where I was just so unhappy with or not satisfied with my food. And I'm learning to go back to being really simple. I think I was trying so hard to make different kinds of foods, and I was dealing with my own symptoms and fatigue and brain fog. Yes, oh, that's another one. Brain fog. I still do have episodes of brain fog and fatigue. Those are still there, so I'm still working on those as well. But yeah, like having brain fog and fatigue can make it really difficult to create meals for yourself and prepare for other people. And I'm going back to the basics, you guys, and eating simple is the best for me right now. And that's what I've been doing, which is why you haven't seen too many of my meals on my Instagram, because they're not Instagram worthy. They're just a plate of oranges, or I had a whole bowl of cherries. They're not fancy meals at all. They're just really simple. Now, if you want me to do, even though that's really simple meals, a what I eat in a day video, leave a comment below and I'll go and film one. But I don't feel like it's very exciting, so that's kind of why I haven't really filmed too much. So getting back to why I haven't been on here is I just been trying to figure out life. One big thing that has happened to me was my grandma had passed, and she literally was a big part of my life. She's like my mother, and she left us here. It felt like a little bit of me had left as well. And so I've been trying to deal with that, trying to find peace in all of it, trying to find closure in all of it. And it only happened about 4 months ago, so it's really new for me. And that's another reason why I kind of stopped sharing videos as well, was I lost my creativity. I didn't feel like creating stuff. She was a cook. She taught me to cook and how to bake, and it reminds me of her. And so I have this love-hate relationship right now with cooking and making food, but I know it will pass, and I know that she wouldn't want me to stop because of this. She would want me to flourish, and I intend to do that. I'm just trying to find my peace in all of this, and that is why I haven't been on here. My creative mind just didn't have anything. It was like writer's block, sort of. Like I just kind of lost all my drive to create and ability to create. And so I've been just scaling back, taking care of myself and doing things really simple. But I hope to come back on here. I'm feeling much better these days. It was really nice to take a break from social media and just kind of fine tune and work on myself and really see where I want to go with all of this. Again, I'm no expert. I really am not. I am just here sharing my experiences, my experiments, finding what works and what doesn't work for me, not saying it doesn't work for you. Just trying different things out, trying to be open-minded about things and share it with all of you so that it can hopefully inspire you to get creative with your journey, find things that can work for your journey, and push yourself to learn and become an expert of your own healing like I'm doing for myself. So I am only an expert for my own healing, and I'm just sharing what I know with all of you. So I just hope that my experiences can be of support to yours and help you find your way towards healing. And that's pretty much it, you guys. That's all I have for today. And I hope to be back on here. I'm trying to see how I want to move this channel forward. I know I've made some plans in the past and I've never followed through, and it got kind of lost here and there, but I think I was just dealing with a lot because I got lost along the way. But I'm finding myself, and I'm excited to create again, and I really plan on being back on here, and I hope you stick around. If you have any questions about my lifestyle, or would like to see certain types of videos, or would like certain questions answered, leave them in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.